In today's news, the lighting industry needs to wake up to IoT hack threats. Merger mania is set to sweep the lighting industry this year, and scientists reach absolute zero using light. Lux Today starts right now. The UK's leading ethical hacker has warned that the lighting industry needs to wake up when it comes to Internet of Things security.
We're starting to see huge quantities of devices, light bulbs, controllers, hubs that connect them to our mobile phones. All of these things can have vulnerabilities in, and I don't think it'll be too long before we start to see another big story about IoT lighting, another big story about IoT X, Y, and Z. And then we're really turning the internet against us. Yeah.
IoT is viewed as being the industry's savior as revenues from luminaires start to decline. However, as companies hurry to get IoT products to market, there are fears that cybersecurity is being rushed.
I mean, if you wander around a lot of the stands here and you ask people here and you say, well, what's going to be the big issue, what's going to be the new big thing in the lighting industry, most people will say IoT. And does that worry you because this thing is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and more companies are making IoT products that are not necessarily secure, so there's going to be more and more insecure?
We're opening Pandora's box.
Yeah.
Just like the cameras that I showed you. That's one vulnerability in one particular type of device. We're starting to see huge quantities of devices, light bulbs, controllers, hubs that connect them to our mobile phones. All of these things can have vulnerabilities in, and I don't think it'll be too long before we start to see another big story about IoT lighting, another big story about IoT X, Y, and Z. And then we're really turning the internet against us.
Yeah. So just in kind of respect to the lighting industry, is that, would you say that's has more problems than other industries, or is there?
I think there are a few enlightened vendors out there, but by and large, I think lighting vendors need to wake up and realize that what they're doing could be very insecure. You have to look at the security in the round. There's great guidance out there you can follow for free. Make sure, frankly, you're the next vendor that I'm demonstrating a vulnerability in on stage.
In October last year, hackers hijacked thousands of IoT devices and used them to crash some of the world's largest websites, including Twitter.
So what, just to kind of finish off, what are the kind of top 3 things that you need to do to create a secure product?
Okay, number 1, by far and away, is the mobile application. So that's the app that everyone uses to control your thing. Make sure it's written securely. And there's some good guidance from OWASP, the Open Web Application Security Project. It's at owasp.org, and that tells you how to write secure mobile apps. So it's fine. The next big issue we find is typically around RF, so the radio frequency, whether it's Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, Zigbee, Z-Wave, or any of the other protocols, not being implemented securely. We find that vendors have bought a chip that does security, but forgot to do the security. We find that all the time. And the last one is, don't forget that when you're making an IT product, you're selling it to consumers and to hackers. And so the interested hacker will take apart your device, look at your chipset, and try and extract the firmware, the software that runs on the chips. And if that's not written securely, they can take control of it all over again.
13% of consumers currently own an IoT device, and by 2019, that number is expected to rise to 70%. IoT is not the only thing that will be making 2017 a year of seismic change for the lighting industry. Analysts say merger mania is set to sweep the lighting industry this year, and it's all down to size anxiety. Lighting companies need to get bigger to drive economies of scale. They also need to be big enough to invest in the technology behind internet-connected luminaires. In recent weeks, VF has been sold to Fagerhult, Lamp & Schmitz have gone to an ambitious Nordion, and Contec has been bought by Leviton. Other reasons driving the frenzied activity is cheap debt and an increased willingness of family firms to sell up. From mergers that will make companies millions, now we turn to zero. Absolute zero is as cold as you can get. It occurs when atoms stop moving and an object has no energy left to give. Scientists had, up until recently, believed that achieving absolute zero was impossible. But it's now thought that researchers are getting closer thanks to light. Scientists at the National Institute of Standards and Technology have used a laser to make a microscopic aluminum drum colder than anything has ever been cooled before. The new discovery could allow scientists to develop instruments of unprecedented sensitivity. It may also help us to better understand quantum mechanics, one of the most cryptic branches of science. That wraps things up. Remember, you can get all the latest lighting news globally, 24 hours a day at luxreview.com. I'm Courtney Ferguson with Lux Today. We'll see you back here at the same time next week.